Sorry, quick message before we begin. I have an Instagram page where I'm posting some exclusive content, and if I was you, I'd probably check it out. Alright, enjoy the video. FaZe won the PGL Antwerp major, making him the first international team to win a major, while allowing 2 players of the team to redeem themselves. Outside is a key part of Nuke, and Rin's performance and mind for the game allowed him to dominate it, allowing his team to have a lot of room. Hey, I'm Smirky, and today I want to look at Rin and how he takes outside on the T side of Nuke, so let's begin. Now, let me show you what Rin does at the start of the round when he's waiting towards near electronic. Usually when he's over there, he'll go for a peek, or he might use some utility. Let's start off with peeking. In this round, Rin is going to make his way over, and once he arrives, he's going to do a quick jump peek. This jump peek can tell him if anyone's crossing towards secret, or perhaps maybe aggressing towards him. And from here, he's just going to try and cut off the pathing towards secret, or perhaps trying to catch someone peeking from glaive. We're going to see something similar in round 13, where Rin is just going to be watching for the cross. He does put his angle a bit tight, probably because of line, so if I was you, I would probably widen this up a little bit. In this round, Rin's going to be a bit more aggressive and he's going to fully peek out. Likely this is because they're on a force buy, and he's going to try and play a bit of a high risk for a high reward. But it looks like from here, he's going to try to use the Molotov as a bit of cover, so if a CT was to peek, they may not be able to spot him instantly. But from here, he's just trying to spot anyone towards garage or credit. Once the Molotov's gone, he's going to jump up towards electronic, crouch jump on top of this box, and from here he might be able to catch someone who's trying to regress towards garage or credit. Now let's have a look at some utility. Rin doesn't consistently use the same utility, but let me show you some. In this round he makes his way over, and he's going to throw this HE. This HE will land towards main, dealing a bit of damage towards Boomage, which is okay with a Mac 10. But from here, Rin's going to jump peek, to spot if anyone's crossing, and will generally hold towards this area right here. Once again, we're going to see something similar. Rin's going to make his way over, go for a quick jump peek, and throw a nade towards the cross. And this nade will do super good damage towards Hampus and S attack. Now in this round, Rin is wanting to peek outside, so he's going to use a flash to support himself. And he's going to try to throw the flash behind glaive to try and allow him to peek off it. But the CTs do throw a flashbang, making it difficult for him to peek off it. From here, Rin's going to jump peek to spot if anyone's pushing, and once he feels safe, he's going to throw a molly towards secret, flash himself out, and go for the electronic peek. Now maybe instead if Rin has a really good spawn, he might go towards silo instead. Let's have a look at that. In this round, Rin has a pretty decent spawn for silo, so he's going to use that to his advantage to try and beat the timings of the CTs, perhaps trying to cross towards red or secret. He's going to go up the ladder, jump on top of blue, and from here he will get on top of the pipes and look towards the cross. This angle could be really cheeky, as a CT may not be pre-aiming this if they're trying to make their way as fast as possible down into secret. But from here, Rin will just try to pre-fire the roof and rotate down. Once again, we have something similar. Rin has a really good spawn, so he's going to utilize it. He'll make his way up the ladder, get on top of silo, and instead of watching the cross, he's going to be looking underneath silo. At times, especially on an eco, a CT may push up, trying to catch a T off guard with his angle. And by being in this position, you can counter that. But from here, Rin will do some quick jiggles towards garage and credit, and will soon want to peek down towards secret. So to do that, he's going to crouch on the very edges of silo to make sure his head is not sticking out into the open. And once he's towards the edge, he can get a nice view into silo without being spotted from garage or credit. But soon Rin is going to rotate down after seeing nothing and help with the execute. Now let me show you this last round I really liked. Rin wants to use silo to help take outside control instead of just holding it. He's going to jump on top of silo, watch for any potential CT pushes, and once he feels comfortable, he's going to be clearing his angles, from secret all the way to garage. And once he's cleared his angles, he wants to try and push on top of main, to try and apply some pressure and take some map control away from the CT side. So from here, he's going to flash on top of the roof, and this should blind any CTs holding from outside. And this flash is really good, just for getting the CTs off the angles, especially AWPers. But once Ren has dropped down, he's going to be looking towards secret, just in case if a CT wanted to push, he'll be ready for it. But soon he wants to take even more map control, so he's going to do the smoke to smoke off main, throw a molly towards credit, and before just leaping down, he's going to do some quick clears towards credit, and the orange box in CT, just so he doesn't leap into his death. And it's worth noting while he's doing this utility, Karrigan is going to smoke off lockers. And with his clears, he's going to spot S-Tag towards the boxes. So as a response, he's going to throw this flashbang, he'll make his way down, and once Rin throws the flashbang, he's going to wait for it to pop, jump down, and from here he's taken a lot of control away from the CT side, forcing him back towards either garage, CT spawn, or heaven. While Rin has this control, FaZe are going to execute onto the A bomb site, making it really difficult for S-Tag to rotate, and he will soon get a kill onto Brolin when the smoke fades on main. Now that we've seen Rin waiting around electronic for any potential pushes, let's have a look at some scenarios where he doesn't want to wait. And this will be commonly due to the glaive smoke. In this round, Rin is heading over towards outside, and his team is going to throw the electronic smoke from spawn. This smoke can allow him to cross if he wanted to, however in a second you're going to hear the sound cue of the CTs throwing the glaive smoke. This indicates to Rin that a potential CT push could come behind the electronic smoke, and he wants to clear it. So in this round, he's going to go through his electronic smoke, clear his angles to ensure no one's pushing, before crossing towards secret. In this round, Rin is going to throw the electronic smoke and combine this with a flashbang, and when he goes for a jump peek, he can see a glare smoke is OD up from the CT side. So as a result, he wants to challenge this and get behind the glaive smoke to ensure no pushes happen. He'll find a bit of a gap underneath the smoke, but he doesn't want to use it. From here, he will sit underneath silo, waiting for the smokes to fade to see if he can catch anyone towards red, or maybe someone towards secret. Now the reason why Rin will wait towards outside is because he wants to give a bit of time just in case if the CTs want to try to deny the smokes, i.e. throw a Molotov or flash through it. So let me show you how you can do the late outside smokes after you waited around electronic. And it's worth noting, if you want to understand the different reasonings and why you want to use these different smokes, or perhaps you want to know how to rotate to deal with those smokes on the CT side, Spray made a really good video which I highly recommend checking out. The first 6 minutes will tell you everything you need to know about the smokes, and why you should use different lineups. First, we're going to start off with the diagonal smokes. In this round, Rin's went in towards electronic, and once he feels safe, he's going to put his back towards the wall, aim around this line right here, then put his crosshair on top of this railing, and left click throw. With the smoke, he's going to combine this with a Molotov for secret, and go out. Broky's going to be doing the middle lineup. It looks like he's going to be standing to the right of Twists, aiming around here, and left click throwing. Now for Twists. Twist is going to position himself so his back is towards the wall, and he's directly in line with his pipe right below his crosshair. Once ready, he'll left click throw. And this lineup can be really effective, as you don't need to run all the way back in spawn to do the lineups. And you can see in this round, it will give Rin a bit of cover to allow him to push out and get a kill onto electronic. Then after popping Simple's brains out. Now once again, Rin's going to be waiting towards that side, waiting for any potential pushes or any counter util for the early smokes. There's going to be no sign of any util, so his teammates are going to throw the standard smokes from spawn, he'll throw the electronic smoke, and he will creep all the way into secret. Now what happens if FaZe wants to do this right from spawn and send Rin right down secret? Let's have a look at that. In this round, Rin's going to come outside, and he's going to throw this smoke like this. And these lineups will be the diagonal smokes. He's going to throw the smoke, throw the flashbang, and run all the way towards outside. Broky's going to be doing the second lineup. He's going to get him stuck towards this wall, aim around here, and jump throw. Now, Twist does do the third lineup, but he does miss the smoke, so I'll show you the actual lineup. If you come towards this pole, aim towards here while crouching, stand up, and then jump throw. And this smoke will land successfully, being the last smoke. And you can see Twist is going to do the third smoke, and he does miss, so it's best to use my lineup. And these smokes almost gives him perfect cover as they go towards secret. And in this round, we're going to see something similar. Rin's going to run out towards outside, throw the first smoke, combine this with a flashbang, and try rush his way towards secret. But well, Twist misses his smoke again, and Rin will try to abuse it. Now of course we have the standard smokes. I'm sure everyone knows how to do this, but I'll show this anyway. Rain's going to be pushing first, so he's going to throw the electronic smoke, combine this with a flashbang and a HE, and we'll push quickly down towards secret. And by Rain going down towards secret quickly, it can cause NIP to over-rotate and allow FaZe to abuse it, but Rain gets banned through the smoke. Twist is going to be doing the first smoke for the standard smokes. He'll stand towards this truck, aim towards the bottom left of this window, and jump throw. And Brokey will do the second lineup. He'll stand towards the left of this pole, aim towards here, and jump throw. And this lineup can allow Brokey to help Rain a lot quicker, rather if he did it from spawn. Now there's some scenarios where Rain will just cross outside while contacting, and this type of play can be really effective if your team is creating noise on the other side of the map, i.e. A or ramp. And in this round Rain will have a deagle. He'll make sure to clear his angles from garage to credit towards outside. He'll jiggle his way across, making sure he isn't spotted or heard. He spots a bit of electronic and will try to go for the kill. In this round we're going to see something similar. Rain did the electronic smoke and will try to cross outside with Brokey while contact him. Meanwhile FaZe will drop some utility to make it seem like they're doing a vent drop. With this distraction, they might be hoping the electronic in the main player might be looking towards Squeaky to deny it. But when Rain peeks out, he's going to lose his fight and Brokey will get the trade. But on a map like Nuke where there's so many gaps to fill, a 1-for-1 trade is really good for the T side, as now you can start slipping in through the cracks. Now there's some rounds where Rain will take a bit of a risk and push through a smoke, and most commonly he will do this with garage. In this round he just got a double kill on outside, and because of this he wants to see if he can slip through the cracks and create a lot of room for his team. He's going to head over towards garage with his low HP, and when he looks through he's going to get pretty lucky and find Boomich looking the wrong way. But from here Rain will be left in the 2v2. In this round FaZe did the L block smokes outside, and Rain is going to creep right next to this smoke towards garage. And from here, he's just going to wait for it to fade to catch anyone behind it. Either one of these corners can be a pretty common spot to be playing if you're an outside player on the CT side. So in this round, he's going to clear both of these before gaining garage control. However, he wants more. He wants more control. So he's going to sneak his way through, putting his back towards this wall, clearing towards the lockers and CT spawn, and he's going to do something pretty clever, where he walks deep into CT, where he can find a kill towards a heaven player. But from here, Rain will be left in a 2v3. Now let me show you how Rain lurks towards main. In this round, Rain is sitting underneath silo, waiting for a CT to potentially push red. But in a second, he's going to peek out towards secret, and he might be able to catch a CT, popping their head up. And in this round, FaZe are going to push up towards ramp, so while FaZe make all this noise, Rain will try and slip through towards main. When he tries to push towards main, you can see he's going to look towards this spot right here. And this spot is really common to play for an outside player, as it can be really powerful to catch those lurks. So it looks like he's going to prioritize his angle when he has his back towards main. But in this round, FaZe's situation does get a bit dire, so he's going to make a play by running through the main smoke, getting an entry onto electronic, and well, he does Rain things. Now in this round he's going to be doing something similar, where he's just lurking outside with a deagle, waiting for his opportunity to push. And in this round he's going to get exactly that. FaZe Clan are going to push through ramp onto the B bomb site, and he will take this opportunity to look outside into main, where he'll get a free kill onto Brolin. Let me show you a round I really liked, but I don't think he did this intentionally. In this round he does this smoke, which I think is supposed to land towards main, but lands underneath the pipe and lands like this. While Rain is lurking, part of the smoke is blocking vision from garage, allowing him to go towards main without being spotted. And this is really powerful, as when he gets in, he's going to give a right good punch to NIP. If you want to replicate the smoke consistently, you can go towards the middle of this box, aim towards the bottom right of here, and left click throw. The smoke will land around here, blocking vision from garage and credit. Now in this round, Rain is going to be solo outside, and FaZe are wanting to execute onto the A bomb site. So to try and pull some rotations, Rain will try and fake outside control. And this could lead a player like Boomich to rotate down towards vents, giving FaZe an opportunity to strike. But in this round, Rain will do a similar smoke to last time, but I don't know if this is supposed to go towards main, but it's still a really powerful smoke either way. After the smoke, he's going to stand next to this box, aim towards around here, and left click for this molly. And this molly will go towards secret, denying information for players hiding towards there. From here, Rain is going to creep outside, clearing his angles, being careful for any potential CTs. And with this smoke that he threw, if he wanted to, he could either go towards main, which he will do later, or he could push up through the smoke and perhaps try and get into areas like blue or credit. Rain is going to wait for the execute to come in from FaZe clan, and once he does, this round will give him his well-deserved trophy. Now, what should you do if you manage to make it down secret alive? Let's have a look at that. Rain's going to make it down secret, and he's going to clear his angles really carefully. You can see when he comes down, he's going to clear this close right corner, which can be a cheeky spot for a CT to play. And when he wants to clear towards this wall, he's going to crouch peek it. And this can be a common spot for a CT to play, as at times they like to juggle with a molly or a smoke. From here, Rain wants to clear more angles, so he's going to go as far as he can to make sure he doesn't get spotted from decon and spot towards double. Once he doesn't spot anything towards double, he'll cross decon and make his way through control. And now Rain's in a really dangerous spot for the CT side, as FaZe can easily go B now. In this round, we're going to see something similar. Rain's going to clear his angles, push his way through, however he's met by a smoke. Rain's going to be sitting in the smoke, trying to pre-aim Boomich towards the lower stairs, but Boomich rotates away. He doesn't spot anything, and because he knows there was a CT towards double, he wants to try to surprise him. He's going to go towards the decon vents, and sneak his way through towards double. And this angle right here can really catch a CT off guard, as if they didn't see you cross, they're definitely not going to be expecting you to be in these vents. But from here, Rain will continue pushing, and he will find an opening onto Boomich. Now as a result, Bit will need to rotate down, and Rain will go vents and execute onto the A-bomb site. Now in this round, it looks like there's a bit of anti-stratting going on, but I want to show it anyway. Rain's going to try to cross towards secret, and he's going to spot Electronic. Because Electronic spotted him, Navi knows there's a player down secret, and Rain wants to beat the rotator player in Boomich down towards tunnels to see if he can find a gap. And you can see in this round, he's just going to run straight across, not looking towards double or clearing his angles. And I can't help to think that this is definitely anti-stratting, as Rain plays as perfectly, going through the other vent where Boomich came out of. And from here, he's going to find himself a free kill. And that's just one of the many benefits of understanding the rotations for the CT side. After watching a couple of Rain's demos, I've noticed he's a space creator. As an outside player, his main role is to create space and scatter the CTs, while allowing FaZe to sneak into areas like garage or secret. He's quite unreadable. Due to the constant wall smokes being thrown from FaZe, it's hard to say if they're going to be done instantly or done later. And it's also hard to say if Rain will go down secret, go garage, wait around silo, or maybe go back towards lobby. And lastly, he's quite risky. Rain will take a lot of risks as an outside player. His role is to create space and can come at a cost. Here is a quick interview from HL TV with Rain about his playstyle, and he puts it best.
You continued to go into top banana and peek a couple of times. I think there were some rounds where it was 5v4 and you went for an extra duel. I saw a couple of people talking about those peaks on Twitter. Is there like what was your perspective on that?
I stop peeking when I want to stop peeking, right? I don't care what the people say. I think maybe it's better to over peek than under peek, in my opinion. If you get too passive, you're gonna lose in the game anyways. If you keep being on the forefront and like keep pushing, you're gonna end up winning some rounds. So.
If you have any players or positions you want me to break down next, feel free to put in the comments below and I'll have a look. Perhaps you want to get banana control on the T7 Inferno really easily. Well, I made a video breaking down how NAVI took banana control away from FaZe pretty much every time they ran this strat. If you want to check it out, you can find this video on my Twitter in the link in the description. Apart from that, thanks for watching, see you in a bit.